There are times in life when everything becomes strangely quiet. When the noise of daily habits fades and something inside you starts to whisper, something is wrong. You feel it in your chest like a heavy weight you can't name. You see it in your world as if life itself is sending you a sign. These moments are not accidents. They are not magic. They are warnings. Silent calls from life meant to wake us up from the fake world we choose to live in. The old thinkers did not say the world was magical. To them it was order, nature, and a huge, smart system where everything happens for a reason, even pain. When life seems to warn you, it isn't trying to hurt you. It is nature fixing your path, asking you to pay attention before the lesson gets harder. When everything around you starts to feel empty. There comes a time when what you once chased no longer makes you happy. Praise, things you own, or friends start to lose their color. You wake up and the spark is gone. You may have everything you once wanted, yet inside you feel hollow. That hole isn't a punishment. It's a signal. Life is taking away the fake things. A wise teacher once said, "It is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste much of it." When old goals stop feeling good, it shows how much energy was spent on distractions. You are being called back to what matters, to build again from the truth. Emptiness is special. It is the break before a fresh start. It is the space where you face what is real. When life clears your hands, it gets them ready for something better. Power, wisdom, and self-control. Too, when you hit the same pain over and over, the same lie, the same letdown, the same type of person in a different body. When patterns repeat, it is never by luck. Nature brings back lessons until they are learned. It was said that people are not upset by things, but by how they see them. Pain returns until you learn to face it in a new way. The wise believed suffering stays when we fight reality. Fighting brings sadness. Understanding brings a way out. If old wounds keep opening, maybe the problem is not the world, but your view of it. Maybe you are still acting out of fear, pride, or anger. Life is signaling you. Master yourself before the lesson comes back around. 3. When you start to grow past those around you. There is a quiet loneliness that comes with growth. Talks that once were fun now tire you out. Gossip feels thin. Drama feels heavy. You feel like a stranger among familiar faces. A great leader once told himself, "The soul takes on the color of its thoughts." As your thinking grows, so does your inner world. Not everyone will see that change. This gap is not about being left out. It is about getting ready. Growth is a quiet change. The moment you control your mind, feelings, and wants, you step away from the crowd. This is inner calm born from self-rule. And it often needs you to be alone for a while. 4. When life answers your prayers with tests. You ask for peace and a mess arrives. You look for strength and hard times show up. These are not mistakes. They are answers. Hardship is the shop where character is built. What stands in the way becomes the way. When life seems to test you, it is because you ask to grow. Whether you knew it or not, the lesson comes hidden as the thing you fear most. Patience is not just waiting. It is waiting with a clear mind. When you see hard times as training instead of punishment, life feels like it has a goal instead of being mean. 5. When you start losing control over what you never owned. There are times when life takes things from you, people, plans, things you were sure of. The tighter you hold on, the faster they slip away. That feeling of being helpless is hard. But that low point is not cruel. It is a correction. We were taught that some things are up to us and some are not. Those words are the start of peace. Chaos reminds us that calm exists only when we stop trying to rule what was never ours to lead. When results, opinions, and timing get out of your reach, life is pointing you toward the only place that belongs to you, your inner world. Most people fight with reality all the time. They try to force things, to make others do what they want, to demand that life follows their rules. This is a mistake. To fight nature is to promise yourself pain. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Know this and you will find strength. When plans fail, it is not the end of your road. It is the end of the lie that you were the boss of it. The lesson is being humble in a strong way. The kind of heart that says, "I cannot stop the storm, but I can rule how I act." The inner fort, A wise person is like a fort that no attack can break into. That strength does not come from not caring, but from being in tune with nature. To live this way means to accept things without being angry. When life warns you through loss, it is building that fort inside you. You let go of the end result. You stop needing others to say you are good. You become steady in spots that once broke you. And in that quiet, when you stop asking the world to change, something great happens. You find peace. Not because life is easy, but because you have stopped fighting its flow. Get more deep thoughts by joining our group. Link in the box below. If this spoke to you, follow for more wisdom to guide your path. Would you like me to create a list of short hooks or titles based on these 5 points for a social media video?